Narraesthetics is developing an interactive adaptation of The Little Match Girl. We're approaching game design from a narrative perspective, and we've decided to record it all and share it with you. Welcome! I talk about this a lot because it's something that I'm proud of, but there was a YouTuber called Boy in a Band who talked about a commitment contract that he did. It's hard to keep on task sometimes, and especially for me, I can't work without deadlines. So something that I made myself was something that he made for himself called a commitment contract. It's just a piece of paper that tells me that I have to do a certain amount of videos by a certain time or blah 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 happens, basically. So I didn't want blah 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 to happen, so I did the videos. The reason why I'm really excited about this episode, because this episode is the fulfillment of my contract. This doesn't mean that I'm ending the vlog. The vlog is going to continue for the foreseeable future, but I'm really happy that I did it. So yay for me. I finally got this thing, pop filter, that's what it's called. So I finally did some prototyping of the level design, which is awesome. The problem with it is that it's not based off of anything real. It's just kind of something that I just made up, and because it's like that, it was really hard to just draw it. I mean, I just had to start drawing shapes and then basically try to figure it out. Environments seem realistic when they're based off of, actual environments, and I had taken into consideration of using an actual environment in my level, but I wasn't sure exactly how. I kept looking at like city plazas and stuff like that. This game is supposed to be set around the 1900s or so it's supposed to be like a city plaza back in the day type of thing. I more wanted to have the player be in like a city streets sort of area instead of a plaza. A plaza is it feels more comfortable. It feels comfortable. And I guess because when I think of a plaza, I don't think of a bunch of people moving around and stuff like that. But a city street seems like it's always busy, like there's always something going on. And I wanted to communicate that in the game. I googled like 1900s New York City. They had all these really old pictures of the city. One of them that jumped out to me was 11th Avenue because it looked so mundane. It just looked like a really normal street. An everyday street. After looking at that picture a bunch, I was thinking, well, how do I draw this on like a 2D plane? So I drew up something like this, and then I figured I wanted to change the orientation around a little bit, and then I ended up drawing it on some graph paper. And then once I had it all planned out on graph paper, I took it into Adobe Illustrator. Since it's just used for planning my level, it looks really rough, but it's something that I can use to judge the space and judge the areas I want to go to and stuff like that. I was reading this article, and the article talked about something about level design. The article stated that when you walk outside, take note of what's around you. Bring a notebook. Try to think how you could utilize those areas in a level environment. So once I had just a regular environment in my head, planning my environment became that much easier. I would just base everything off of that sort of template and then tweak it to my needs. And really that made just a whole lot more sense. So I'm really, really glad that happened. So that's what I've been working on, and I'm really glad it's getting done. I'm really glad that the level stuff is getting done, because it feels good to actually do it, actually have a good something. It feels good to have something going on. My name is Devon, this is Narraesthetics Entry 9, and I'll see you guys next time.